I am now.
Okay.
Nah, he was telling me to fix something. All right, I'll hit you back.
Okay, yeah, in the corner, hit go live. I
All
think
right,
it's
we're live.
okay.
All right, bro. No, he
Thank
was
you.
telling me to hit go live. He didn't see me, so I had to fix it. We good.
Okay. So basically, like I said, we continue doing the same things, doing a little bit more research on native plants, etc., because that's what we use. And you were saying before that you saw someone cured of diabetes. Well, every disease is curable. Even this godforsaken COVID that they have going around right now, which is the pandemic, uh, it is curable. We need to, again, as my husband always said, it is mucus. And right now, the mucus is drying up or calcifying in the respiratory system. So that is why the patient cannot breathe. It's
Mm.
crystallizing, rather, in the respiratory system. So you find that you cannot breathe. So that is where we remove the mucus. Again, we have to break up that calcification and deliver minerals to the body so it will begin to cut the inflammation and mucus and toxins and acid. And how did the toxins get there, you may want to know.
That
By the
that.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
By the foods we eat every day, the foods we are accustomed to, we've grown accustomed to, that is what we're eating every day. And it really is, this is the actual opioids disguised as the food that we eat. I can tell you that, let's say in electricity, when you want to cut like a circuit, a current, all you have to do is to put an isolator in there. Well, the worst isolator that you can use in your body, because we're electrical, is starch and oil, starch and plastic. We've got to stop eating these foods that was taught uh, by the colonialists, because if they were lying about history, don't you think they're lying about medicine and also our food? We
That's right.
should not be eating that garbage at all.
Your husband said something. When I first started watching your husband, I think it was over 10 years ago now, and I was watching the video on YouTube, and your husband says something, and the minute I heard that, my brain clicked. He says, "When they brought us over on the slave ship, did they bring our food with us?" And I was like, "Huh?" And then when you looked it up, they didn't. They force fed you. They stuck tubes down your throat. And then I remember the movie Roots, and they showed you where they gave him the pork, and he didn't want it, and he was going crazy like, I don't want that. I don't eat that. What is that? So it's a fact.
Yeah.
And I just
Well,
started thinking. I started researching.
we should not be eating any dead things anyway. um,
Mm.
we should not be eating any animal products, meaning we should not be using our body as a coffin. You know, uh, our bodies needs minerals, and the only thing that these meats can give you is uric acid, which forms inflammation in the body, causing your body to overproduce mucus, and then that becomes a catch-22, because now you can't breathe because of the condition. And then this is a perfect environment that would house any bacterium or virus, as they call it. So we need to remove that from the body. Make sure that we're eating alkaline when the
What is
body is
your
on the
recommendation
alkaline
on
side.
CMOS? What's your
Oh,
recommendation on CMOS?
CMOS is great for every day, all day, every day, because it has 92 minerals in CMOS, and our body contain like 102. So it is like nature's whole food.
I take the pill. I do the gel here and there. I basically take the pill every day. Two to three pills, about three pills. I say I have about 3 pills a day. I just pop them like candy a little
Yeah.
bit. Is that okay?
Yes, it is. Anyhow you
Okay.
take CMOS, it's okay. As long
Okay.
as it is CMOS.
Yeah, because I'm not into I like the gel, but the taste is so strong that I have to figure out how to like
Well, that's
kill the.
because we're just used to different tastes. It really doesn't taste bad. It is
Oh,
because
I
we're
can't
not
take this
used
taste.
to it.
I can't take the
Put
taste. I can't take the
put some
taste. I can't take the taste.
put some
I'm
fruit
not
in
even gonna
there.
lie.
Make a smoothie. You can make a smoothie. You can
I
put
did the smoothie.
like one tablespoon to like a blender full. But you'll be making a smoothie. You'd have fruit in there. You can use a sweetener that is not as dangerous, like maybe a agave or birch sweetener or maple syrup. That would not hurt that much. Or date sugar. Put something in there that you know it would make it taste better.
Yeah, I did that before, and it did work. I'm not gonna lie, it worked when I added a little bit to it. But the taste it tastes like the sea. It basically just tastes like the sea a
Well,
little
it's
bit
from the ocean. It,
from the
it is
ocean.
from the ocean, so it's supposed to taste like the sea.
So
But
when I taste it, I really like
yeah, so just put some more fruit in there. So like strawberry berries are the best thing to mix with it.
Do you have a
Strawberries,
website?
blueberries, huh?
Do you have a website people can go to and see just
We're No, I'm working on that, but I do have like a page. You can go to Mrs. Dr. Sabi's page. In
and
fact,
that's on Instagram or Facebook?
yeah, it's on Facebook.
It's on
So
Facebook, okay.
yes, and I'm working on the website. Okay, but in the
Okay.
meantime, you can still get products. You can still get things that I'm trying to get the lights. Sorry. You can still get all of the compounds you're used to. You know, so yeah, so um, that's why I would recommend those two companies to go to: nextgenherbalproducts.com and internationalherbalproducts.com.
So
You
you
can
don't deal with the other company, the main company from before that's not you anymore.
um no, those people I have in court right now, and it's
Okay.
been postponed until next year because they said my husband signed the business over to them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because the people
even though
the people hear
even
a
though
lot.
I started that office.
You
That's my
started it,
that's
huh?
my office I started, and in fact, yeah. So
You're part of his legend. Like even though whatever, I don't know what's going on with the personal stuff, and we hear the people here. We don't know what's going on. We just hear. You're still part of the legend. It doesn't matter what anybody has to say at the end of the day.
yeah, I know people say a lot of stuff, but it would not uh, negate who I am and what I do.
Right. That's
So
right.
it's okay. Everyone has a right to their own opinions, and you can believe what you want to believe.
That's right.
Doesn't know what it is, but so we will continue healing. That is the whole idea.
And healing you do because I seen it with my own two eyes. So ever since that day when I did that with that man, I was hooked. I realized like this really works. And then when I did it to myself, as far as like cleaning my body, fasting, stop eating meat, and I felt my
Yeah,
energy go up. I feel better. I just
yeah,
feel better. My skin, everything is just better.
sure.
What do you I use coconut oil on my skin instead of lotion. What do you feel about that? Is that good or bad?
But coconut oil is okay on your skin.
Because I have eczema,
Yeah,
but it's gone.
I make my own product. I call it Mrs. Sabi's America Rub. But you can get the Bioderm from my daughter's website and also Skin Excel.
And that's
And it,
Zavi.
it actually, yeah, it actually nourishes your skin. That's the only thing I use on my skin, and I'm in my 60s.
You look good.
Thank you. We could all look really good, but that's because I've been a vegetarian for like 57 years. So yeah. So you can do it. The worst can happen as you get old. You don't, look or feel too bad. You understand?
Yeah, I feel great, man. I move great. I'm doing me. I see my peers. I don't mean
Yeah.
to laugh at anybody. They call me skinny. They call me skinny. I'm 5'11", 152 pounds.
But
I'm
my
called.
husband was 148 and 6 feet 2.5 almost.
No, see, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I always hear that I'm skinny, 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 and I don't care. I care sometimes. I can't say I don't care. I care sometimes, but then I feel good. So it's like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel? You know what I'm saying? So I brush it off.
Because West Indian people, African people, Central American people think that when you have waste on your body, that's when you look good. But that's the worst you feel. All that. So everything you lost, right? You've not lost an organ. You've actually gained the you've actually gained better use of your organs when you remove the excessive fluid and waste from your system.
And I believe that I took a lot of strain off my body. I don't eat no meat. I don't eat that. I don't like I took milk away. I took soda away. I took a lot of stuff away that was like heavy on my body. So I always felt like I gave my body a break now. It's like relief.
Everything we buy, as I said, the real opioids are disguised as food, and they're killing us. They're messing with our reproductive organs because they don't want us to reproduce, and it's actually just killing us. They have all these fast food places like Macdet and Murder King.
Oh,
and and we taking our children to be, rewarding our children with Macbeth and Luther King. That it's
Macbeth.
Yeah.
There was a guy who did a video to prove that eating this food is bad for you. So it's not like you're lying. Like somebody might say like, oh, she's talking bad about the food, but this guy did an experiment of eating McDonald's. He ate McDonald's only all the time, and within I forgot how long, but within a certain amount of time, he just gained weight, and the doctor told him, oh, if you keep eating what you're eating, man, you're gonna get diet. The doctor told him if you keep eating what you're eating, you're gonna get diabetes.
Of course,
that's what the doctor told him. You know what I'm saying? And this is a fact. This is an actual experiment that the food, and then there's people that know. They did stuff for McDonald's with this thing called pink slime, where they show you that they grind up the guts of the dead chicken and they grind it up into a big grinder and they put ammonia in it. They showed you how they do this. This is a fact.
That is just gross. We should not be eating that at all. It is gross. It really is gross. It is amazing that, like I always say, why would we choose to use our body as a coffin? You're not supposed to be eating dead things. Especially, I can say, especially the African diaspora. We should not be putting anything dead in our body at all. I mean, it's good for everyone. Every member of the human family should not be eating dead things, but especially us. It breaks our immune system faster than it would other folks.
Dr. Sabi, he said one time, what the polar bear eat and what the grizzly bear eat is two different foods. He goes, when you in the zoo, you don't give the polar bear and the grizzly bear. He was saying that. He's like, you don't give them the same food. One eats this, one eats that. The gorilla and the chimp. Everybody eats kind of.
You can basically trust. I would trust a nutritionist who takes care of the animals in the zoo more than I would trust them out here trying to take care of us.
Trust the doctors, right?
No idea at all what is going on. And those who do, they won't tell because, it will cost them their money. So,
hold on, I have a caller.
Sure.
Some people are gonna. Hello?
Hello?
How you doing, caller?
Hi. I'd like to speak with Dr. Sabi's wife.
Can you hear her?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. Can you hear Mrs. Sabi?
I can hear you. I haven't if she says something. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me now? I'm speaking.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
How can I help?
Saying that it's a pleasure to speak with you. And it's just really an honor to be in the presence of just,
that's a fact.
This huge aura, because I was in the presence of your husband. I was so grateful to be able to go to California and meet him, and I think it was one of your daughters. I took my father out there prior to that, I had been following Dr. Sebi'S for a few years before I took my father out there. So I do know the products do work, so that's not even a question. The products do work. And some people feel like, the products is too expensive. But at the end of the day, you're either going to spend a little couple of dollars for, to get your boost on, getting your body regulated in the beginning, or you're going to spend the money at the doctors, and you're going to spend your time at the doctors.
That's right.
Because eventually, this is what's going to happen to you. I was a big supporter of Dr. Sebi'S. I used to, tell everybody, if you're sick, this is what you got to go do. And if you can sit there and you say you have lupus, you can say all these things you have, but if you have not tried Dr. Sebi'S, you have not given yourself a chance. Another thing that I like everything that Dr. Sabi has says. I find that even he's transgender to the other side. However, everything that he said is a fact. There's one thing maybe that I don't agree with Dr. Sebi'S, and he says that we come from Africa and they didn't bring our food here. That's the only thing that I would dispute. However, there's a couple of things that Dr. Sebi'S didn't tell us about, and that would be about tattoos, breast implants, any implants, any foreign object that's in our body. I find that if you use any of these products and you're on Dr. Sebi'S, it will push it out. If you have breast implants, you may wake up in the morning and your breast might be coming out of your throat because it's a foreign object. I find a lot of these celebrities, they try and get all these things, and then they try to eat right, and then it doesn't work for them because they got a foreign object in their body, and they're like, oh, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it because the foreign object was in your body, pushing it out. Like, hey, Michelle, now you want to try and stay skinny and your waist and all that. You can't do it because you got a foreign object. And when you
I heard she took it out.
Alkaline would push anything that's foreign out of your body. And the people who are getting sick, they have tattoos, they're saying they got lupus. It's because you have this poison that's in your that's slowly going into your bloodstream, and it's coming back onto your testes, and it's showing that you have this and you have that. No, you have poison going into your body. That's why, like, everything you got to get that tattoo done. Where do you think the ink went? The ink went into your bloodstream. So that's a couple of things that I wanted to hit on that Dr. Sebi'S did not hit on, but it came to me because he lived through me, because he was my teacher. He was my teacher.
Yeah, Dr. Sebi was my teacher too. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just so humble and grateful to be in the presence of you, Mrs. Dr. Sabi.
Well, thank you. I feel I'm honored to be I'm honored to be in your presence. So I hope that we could will keep in touch. Okay.
Okay,
and you are definitely correct about the implants and the tattoos. It really mess with your liver, especially. A lot of folks, you'll find a lot of folks who has those body tattoos, their liver is it's strained. The immune system is weakened, and I can't stress how much the liver and the kidneys as well. So,
yes.
well, sometimes we remove pieces of bullets from people, so I can see how it spits out everything once the body begins to become alkali. You'd find that the body begins to expel certain things.
Like, I don't want to sound disgusting. When I first changed into the non-meat, when I stopped eating meat, right? The first 2 or 3 weeks, when I sat on the toilet, what used to come out of me and the smell, I've never, ever, that was some of the worst smell coming out of me. I'm like, what? And Dr. Sabi said that. So when it would happen to me, I'm like, what the hell? Yo, I think it smelled like something dead was coming out my body.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
Yo, the smell was, yo, I don't think y'all understand. The smell was horrible.
It's meat. It's meat. That's that animals that was inside of you. You know
I was shocked.
There were people that's not a vegan, you know, because they don't smell right to me.
People told me I couldn't do it too. You know, people told me when I told me I was gonna go vegan, it's like, oh, you're gonna have to go back to meat. You have to eat. I said, I have to eat it. I said, why do I have to eat it?
Why would you have to?
I said, what? I said, you have to explain to me why I have to eat it. And then now that I haven't eaten it in a year, you know what they tell me? You're too skinny. You better start eating meat so you can gain weight. And there's people who need to lose weight that's telling me that I need to lose. Like, it's mind-boggling. I'm like, hold up. I need to gain weight and you need to lose weight. It's like, and I don't want to be rude and I don't want to be mean, but like, let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest here. You're telling me to gain weight, and in my mind, I'm looking at you like you need to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know who to. I'm gonna listen to my body. My body's telling me, yo, listen, I feel great.
Body ain't gonna lie to you.
My body telling me I feel great. You're moving great. I'm moving. You know what I mean? So what should I do?
Yeah. Well, like I said before, you have not lost weight. You have lost waste from the body. Because you didn't lose an organ, you lost excessive fluid and fatty tissues. So it's not like you know, and then your organs then begin to function the way it should be functioning because it's not loaded down in fluid and inflammation and uric acid. You know, look, it is so simple. When you buy meat, and people say, well, what about fish? When you buy these things, even if you cook it and you have to keep it, you have to put it in your refrigerator or freezer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, your body is not a refrigerator; it rottens in there faster. You understand?
Yeah, even fish will rot in your stomach.
Exactly, it rots in the gut just like anything else. Yeah. It rots in the gut just like anything else. So we need to stay away from rotting matter. Because when people say, oh, I'm getting old, I feel old, it's not you. It is all that old stuff in the colon that's making you feel that way. As I said, I'm in my 60s. I don't feel like if I'm in my 60s, you know?
Look at that actor. Look at that actor that just died, 43 from colon cancer.
And I don't know why and how come he did not know about us.
He does know. They do know. They just trust these doctors more than they trust you. They know. If we know about y'all, they know about y'all. They just trust these
my feeling
doctors.
because he's from my country too, and I don't know why he did not at least come to us. All these years, you have colon cancer. Colon cancer only means that the body is loaded with inflammation and mucus and acid and toxins. What happens in cancer? Because of the environment you provide in your body, your cells begin to behave erratically. They begin to develop abnormally, and that is what really cancer is. Then it begins to rotten your cells.
43 years old, man. He was only 43.
So young, very young.
Young, man. 43 is young to be dying of colon cancer. Like it didn't make any sense when I heard it. I was like, wow. It makes you think funny sometimes of what's really going on. It's like, whoa.
You know how many people we help with colon cancer? Because all disease start in the gut, believe it or not. Okay. Even blindness, it starts in the gut, because the reason why I know this is by accident. I cured a blind lady. I didn't even know the lady was blind. I sent her the herbs, and when you take my herbs, you'll be going to the bathroom. So she's telling me she only went like once every other day, and things like that. And I'm thinking, what? So I made her a special cleanser. That's how come I've improved our cell cleansers now. And after about 3 days, she called me. She said, Miss Sabi, I am seeing shadows. And I was really scared because I thought maybe I made the cleanser too strong for her. Now the lady is seeing shadows and my knees started to buckle. I sat on this stool in my kitchen. And it's a good thing I take my own herbs. So I said, Zainab, that's her name. And I can call her name because your information is confidential with me. But she is testified in in a lecture we gave in New York some years ago. So so she told me that she's seeing shadows. So I said, Zainab, what it is you mean you're seeing shadows? She said, Miss Sabi, I didn't tell you I was blind. She did not tell me she was blind. She told me she could not go to the bathroom and she needed detox and all of that, but she never told me she was blind.
Mm.
And that's how come I know for a fact that even to give you focus, you need to clean your gut. The cleaner your gut, the sharper your focus.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been wearing glasses. I've been wearing glasses all my life. You see when we today I had them on.
Yeah.
When I do the
Well,
show, I take
you
them
can
off.
get rid of it. You can get rid of it. We just need to clean the gut a little bit more. Look, the lens, yeah, you can wash the lens, but the real thing starts from your gut. Every disease.
I don't have a gut. My stomach is. It's
Listen, we
nothing.
got to clean like the wall of the colon.
Okay. Because
Let's say,
because
okay,
when I hear
let's
gut,
say,
I'm like, what
yeah.
gut?
Let's say someone is like, let's say 40 years old, right?
Okay.
And you're not a vegetarian. It's 40 years of crap we have to remove from your system. It sticks to the lining of the colon, and then your blood picks it up. It goes everywhere throughout the system. You know, this is why it's not just one herb to heal the body. You need an intracellular chelation and biomineral balance, meaning we must begin to clean not just the colon, but every cell in the body, removing the debris that has accumulated, throughout your body. We have to remove that inflammation and that excessive mucus and fluid, acid and toxins in the body. So, and while we're doing that, we better be replacing minerals which the body needs, like purifying your blood, strengthening your lymphatics and your skin, which strengthens your immune
How do
system.
you actually purify the blood? Kind of like how does that work?
There are herbal compounds that are high in herbal.
We're
There
gonna
are
talk. We're gonna
herbs.
talk. We like tell the people, but me and you gonna talk so you can.
There,
I gotta be in tune, Mrs. Sabi. I gotta be in tune because you
so
talking.
how you
And I
do it?
don't know.
Yeah.
So
How you
I
do
don't
it?
know.
Yes. You find herbs that are high in iron, but you have to be careful now. These herbs must be, it must be, how you call it? It has to be a native plant. It cannot be a cultivated one. It cannot be hybridized. And it cannot be cloned. Like most of the meat we eat, talking about chicken and beef and stuff, those things are not even real. God didn't even
Even the
make
herbs
that.
will be cloned.
Huh?
Even the herbs can be cloned.
They can it's cells. They can do anything they want because there are
Hold on. We
so
got another
many
caller.
artificial herbs. There are so many artificial
Welcome,
herbs, I
caller.
tell you. And this is why sometimes we will have problems with some herbalists not being
I'm
able to
talking to
heal
Mr.
the way
Sabi.
they should, and when they should be healing. But you have to be very particular in the herbs you choose to perform that art. It has to be of natural vegetation. If it is not, it's not going to work for you. It will have a negative effect on your client. It will have a negative effect on you. We can be using artificial things just because it's cheap, and then I'm going to address that too. So it is better to pay with some paper than a pound of your flesh and spend the rest of your money by the so-called by the doctors. I don't want to, because everybody. I think when you become a doctor, you agree to not do harm, but then you get caught up in the politics.
That's right.
So that's why we need to change all of that. We need to get away from that systematic um, uh, medical industry that keep you in
Keep you sick.
stress throughout your lives. Giving your newborn baby vaccines. The brain is new. Their blood is new. Why would they need a vaccine? This is why I never vaccinated my child.
Mm.
I've never vaccinated my daughter.
Not one time. You never vaccinated your daughter.
No, I was a real rebel when I was young. I'm not going to put no poison in my child's body. And yes, and I did
Yeah, I'm
not
a
send her
rebel
to
too.
school either. I did not send her to school. The reason why is because I do not think that this systematic way of educating your kids, nourishing your kids, medicating, I you do not have the authority to evaluate how intelligent my child is. So I've never sent her to school either.
Mm, I like that. I like that. I like that. To use that
And
as
Sabi would
a
not have had it any other way anyway. I don't think much of any one of his couple of them went to school.
oh, so
But
Sabi wasn't with that neither.
no, you think
Okay.
what I'm gonna tell him my child is going to school? I think when she was 16, she signed herself in into a
Oh,
class. 6 months after, the entire class, including the teacher, was became vegetarians. So that was her purpose. Yeah. So and they're still vegetarians today. So basically, all is in divine order, and we should not take this lightly at all. Our ancestors is looking at us. We're eating the same things that they gave us to eat. We're injecting ourselves with poisons because they said that we should. You know, if just looking at the just looking at history, you will see how much they have lied to us in history. So don't you think that they're lying to us about food and medicine? It's
yeah.
worse. It's worse
You
because they
if you
have done
lie
it in
about
such a way where it's beneficial to them.
yeah, if you lie about anything, if you lie to me once, I believe you'll lie to me twice. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? That's how you got to look at it. You lie to you like a
Yeah.
big lie, not even a little lie. If you give me one
Yeah.
big lie, then you'll give me you'll just lie to me about anything. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go by that. And through my studies
Yeah.
of not just food, of history and everything, and through my research and looking through stuff, yes, we've been lied
Exactly.
to, we've been tricked, and it's time to find out the truth about as much as we can, at least. You know what I'm saying? Especially what goes into our
Exactly.
body when it
And
comes to
teach
food. Especially when it comes to
and
food, like
teach
that
our
should be the number
children.
one thing. You should really be worried about what you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, you would, if you have a plant in your house, right? You would not deliberately throw chemicals in your plants.
No,
It would die while we're walking, talking plants. We're
I
gonna
like
stop
that.
that
I like
nonsense.
that.
We're gonna stop that nonsense and give our bodies something that would nourish as opposed to something that would hurt you. Like, the first thing I do when people come, I take away all their vitamins and protein because it's bull crap. It's shit. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's shit. Literally, that is.
It's
Because
okay.
listen, you know how I know this? Because your body needs minerals. You understand what I'm saying? Look
Okay.
how easy it is. For your blood, don't you need iron?
Yes.
Don't you need iron for your blood? Well, that is not a protein or a vitamin, it's a mineral. For your bones, you need calcium, magnesium. Those are still minerals. For your reproductive organ, you need zinc. It's still minerals. Your brain and central nerve, copper and carbon.
Zinc is
These
for the
are minerals
reproductive
that we
system.
need. Huh?
Zinc is for the reproductive system.
Zinc.
Oh, okay.
And of course, I will always add iron because iron makes you move. It it electrifies the body.
Oh, iron. Okay,
And these
where can you find a good source of iron? Like if somebody wants to get a good source of iron on a regular basis, what would be a good source?
where you can call our companies
Okay,
nextgenherbalproducts.com
give them the
or
number again.
international
Give them the
products.
number again.
However, you can, a simple plant here in the US, you can use something like burdock. You
Okay,
can use that. You can use this other plant that's good. You can use for iron, nopal. You know
okay,
that thing that the Mexicans, our Mexican brothers and sisters eat every day. Nopales. It is a cactus and it is very high in iron. We could cook that in the morning. You eat Spelt tortillas and nopales. You can't go wrong there.
I have
And when
cactus outside. That's high in iron.
say that again.
I have cactus outside. I have a whole bunch of cactus outside. That's high in
Is it
iron.
the one that grow the that fruit on top, the prickly pear?
A little
It's
pink.
flat.
It can get a little pink flower on it.
Yeah, and is it flat?
It's flat.
That's nopal.
That's good. That's high
You
in
can
iron.
eat that. You know what we do with that in my country? People
Yeah.
wash their hair with it. You cut it open and you strain it,
Yo, I got that stuff. I can go get a pot of
and
it right
it
now. It's
makes your
outside.
hair, it conditions your hair, it makes your hair silky, your skin and everything. It's really a great plant.
I got a
And
whole
it
bunch
grows
of it
from
outside.
it grows wild from California to Mexico.
I'm in Florida.
Yeah, well, it grows in Florida too. This is like desert like type, beach like desert. So it grows here. It
Wow.
grows in the islands. It grows in my country. It grows in the islands. It grows in Central America. So the plant is a great plant. You can eat that. You know, another one is the amaranth green, which Jamaicans call callaloo, and in my country they call it baji, or in India,
Callaloo.
kind of baji, callaloo.
That in Haitian we say something called callaloo. That's okra, callaloo. But that's like
Well, we
okra.
put okra in our callaloo too, that we make in Trinidad. But there's the amaranth green, which the Jamaicans make. It is
Okay.
the amaranth green. They call that callaloo. We call
Okay.
that spinach in our country. You know, it's a natural spinach, and you know, we make bhaji with it. You know, you saute it and stuff, and you can eat that with some blogo, or what they call burro bananas or something. You know,
Okay.
it will not hurt you.
Okay.
Yeah. And especially I like the Haitian mushroom. How they call it, John John. That's a
That's
natural
mushroom.
That natural mushroom will neutralize the acid in rice. That's how
Yo, I
good
never knew that was. I never knew John was mushrooms.
It's a mushroom and it's good.
I love it.
It's
I love
tasty.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's black. We call it black rice. It's called jiggy and Georgia.
Yes,
We call
or
it
dirty
jiggy and
rice
Georgia,
or
but
something. Yeah.
Black Americans call it black rice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I was raised with them.
Yeah, because it's wild mushrooms. The things that are good for us, it's either it's wild or it's black or it's poisonous or illegal.
That's right.
That's
right.
our food group. Yes.
Somebody just texted. It said, "This is Dr. Sabi's wife loves the John." That's a Haitian
Yes,
person.
it is a good food.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
didn't
good
see.
food.
Now we listen. Everybody, you see that? I share with that. G.I. John bon pour nous. Tendez, monsieur. Look how much G.I. John.
Yes, it is so good.
I had to let my Haitians know because
Well, yeah, that's wonderful. I would like to speak that language too. All I know is sac passé,
sac passé, ma boule chérie.
and sac passé.
Ma boule chérie.
I would learn too, my bullshit. There was another one I learned the other day. They were making oh Lord, what was that? They make it with, you know, like 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 grits. How you make grits?
You talking about corn, the cornmeal?
No,
Labouille? I mean, maimoule?
my mule.
Maimoule, cornmeal.
But
I love that.
We can make my mule and not use corn. We can use something like kamut. The kamut flour is like a corn flour. So you use kamut instead of the corn because corn is artificial.
Okay.
And you can make a great maimoule.
Maimoule. And I love it. I eat it with avocados. Like when I eat maimoule, I gotta have avocados with it. I have to. Like mostly every Haitian eats it like that.
Yeah. My daughter and my husband loved avocados, but I swear to them, if they put their spoon or knife near to my thing with that avocado, I don't want it.
You don't like avocados?
I don't know why it makes me throw up.
And I don't like watermelon. I don't like watermelon.
3 times.
And I don't like watermelons.
I love watermelon.
Ah,
Watermelon is good for you. It
I don't
rehydrates
like
the body. It rehydrates the body. What kind of watermelon you had that you don't like?
it doesn't matter the yellow one or the red one. I don't care. I don't like them.
Did it have
But I
seeds
could
in
drink.
it?
I could drink the juice. I could drink the juice, and I could do a smoothie. Like I could put the watermelon into my smoothie, and I could do
But
that.
you can't eat it out of the.
Actual fruit. Ever since I was a child, I just can't stand it.
Yeah, all of us have something that they can't stand. Like I don't want avocado. It's three in the family, three generations. My mother, me, and my grandnephew. We can't have avocados. It just does not.
You know, I
work
love
for
them. I
us
can
at
eat
all.
them. The other day, I just ate a whole avocado, cut it in half.
Yeah. No, it's a good plant. I mean, you know, you can have it if you like it. I think it's the consistency or something. I don't like it. Ugh.
And I'm a chickpeas lover too. I'm a chickpeas patty lover. I love to make the chickpeas patty with onions and the red peppers. Like I'm really into that because I had to change my diet. I had to figure out how to eat burgers. I had to figure out the new way of eating burgers. And I
you
started
can make a mushroom burger. You get your mushroom and chop it up and everything. You put some.
I did that.
Yeah.
And I used to, when I first started, I used to do the like I bought vegan hot dogs. I started buying vegan hot dogs and burgers from the store.
Put some soy in there. You have to be careful.
Yes.
Because soy is extremely dangerous. You have to be careful when you buy those burgers.
I was biting it. I was biting on it. I bought the vegan hot dog, and I have an air fryer because I'm trying to stay away from oil and cooking and grease. I'm staying away from that. So I put it in an air fryer. Yeah. And it was like a piece of plastic. It was like I was biting a piece of. I was pulling it. I'm like, what the?
It is plastic. Look, soy is like one element away from plastic. Do you know when the government had commissioned George Washington Carver to work with soy?
Yes.
Yeah. He made paint and linoleum for your floor.
That's right.
It was never meant to be consumed.
That's right. I learned that from your husband. I learned that from your husband. I'm not gonna lie. I learned that from Dr. Sabi.
Yeah. And when I was younger, because I was vegetarian, I thought that I was eating eating the tofu, and I thought it was good, but it caused sulfides in your colon.
Sulfide?
Yes. Making it impossible for you to absorb the minerals you need.
Okay.
Because it's like the next element, one more element of it would be plastic.
Yeah, because I was pulling on it, and as a matter of fact, from that day, I never bought it again.
I'm glad you didn't.
Because I realized, like, if I'm having a hard time pulling it and biting it, I'm gonna have a hard time digesting it.
You're so right about that one. You cannot digest it. That's the thing.
That's what happened to me with meat too. Because I can remember when I used to eat steak, right? Like if the steak is not cooked well all the way through, you have to chew for like 5. Remember, you have to chew. And sometimes you chew so long and you bite and it's still a big chunk of meat that's just going down.
You know what they were doing with those meats too? When you think you buy steak, they're sticking animal parts together with glue.
Yes, I seen that.
But on the whole, we should not be eating dead things.
I seen the final straw for me to make me stop eating dead things was when I seen chickens. They had chickens because I was only eating chicken. I stopped eating red meat. I thought I was doing great. I'm like, yeah, I don't eat red meat. I only eat chicken, and I was bragging about it. And then one time I seen a video, and they had a hidden video of a guy who went into a chicken plant, and they showed you chickens on the floor, and the chickens was hit with steroids, and they was bigger than their body, and they couldn't walk, and then they had sores on their body, and it looked bad.
Well, this is why too.
And I said to myself, that's it. I had enough.
Yeah.
I had enough. I don't care. I had enough. And then because sometimes they say like, oh, you're gonna go vegan. They spray the plants and they do this. They chemicals on the farm. I'm like, you know what?
But you see, the plant has the ability to not only resist chemicals or toxins, but it has the ability to change the poison into a digestible substance.
Oh,
especially 2 plants can do that. I know it's sea moss and mushrooms.
Speaking of sea moss, I want to bring that sea moss up again. Ever since your husband, ever since what happened to your husband happened, because I want to say the truth. What happened to your husband? I don't know. I don't want to offend you, but he got murdered to me in my eyes. I'm going to keep it honest. I feel like he got murdered when I heard the story of what happened to him in there, but I don't want to go too deep because that's personal for you. But the sea moss thing, since that, everybody sells sea moss now. Everybody sells sea moss.
I know.
What's the proper sea moss? What sea moss is really the proper way to see this is the sea moss? This is sea moss.
It has to come from the ocean.
Okay.
Sea moss has different colors. There's red sea moss, there's black sea moss, there's purple sea moss, there's bear sea moss, there's brown sea moss, but it has to come from the ocean. Because it has to be able to absorb the minerals from the rock in the ocean, so that when you take it, you will have those minerals that it offers.
Yes.
Now, there are some folks farming sea moss. You have to be very careful. It will hurt you more than help you. But even though I still think it is still better than blood and bones, but we have to be very careful where you get your sea moss. It has to be it has to be a sea moss, natural sea moss from the ocean.
Where's the main place? Like you had, like I had a person I thought, like, where's the real main place where it's like really coming from? Where like if it comes from here, it's good or it's bad, or it doesn't matter.
Anywhere there's an ocean, there's sea moss. You get from on the entire planet.
It's in Haiti, Jamaica, and all these places.
Yes, Jamaica, my country,
What's your country?
All over the islands, because you're on an island, so you must have sea moss around it.
What country are you from?
Trinidad.
You're from Trinidad.
Tobago, yes. Okay. Trinbagonian, they call me.
Trinbagonian.
Yeah. So yeah, we get sea moss there as well. In fact, that's one of our main staple in the islands. It's also known as West Indian viagra.
What?
It was for male and female. It's a good plant.
It's called what? I didn't hear you.
It's West Indian Viagra. Leave that Viagra behind in the...
Well, all you dudes out there that got problems, man. It's called West Indian Viagra, man.
Yes.
I'm gonna get that sea
It is so good.
If your thing not working, man, get that sea moss.
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's guaranteed. There's not even a mistake. But however, if we are having like males erectile dysfunction, and even women, they have a low libido, the one thing that you should consider is cleansing the system, especially cleaning the gut. And then you deliver these minerals to your body. Your whole body begin to operate like, wow. The entire system, your brain, your central nerve, your reproductive organs. You don't talk about your bone cells and your muscles.
Does fasting cleans up the gut too, right?
Yes, it cleans it up faster. But you don't just when you're washing your clothes, right, to get the dirt out, don't you have to put some soap?
Yes.
Well, then the herbs are like soap in your body. Even though they deliver concentrated minerals to you, it's like scouring the system, and replacing the minerals that's deficient. That's why I can guarantee you within 3 days, you will know for a fact you're taking something to help you. And sometimes even sooner than that.
I was about to say something. Damn, I forgot. You just said something about it. We'll come back to it. If it comes back to it, we'll remember.
No problem. You should get some of my brain food. It's so good. Kids love it.
The brain food, what? Helping my memory? Helping my memory? I blame my memory on smoking. I like that other herb.
So what you smoke? What you smoke? Weed or you smoke cigarettes?
Hell no, I don't smoke no cigarettes. I haven't smoked cigarettes. I used to smoke cigarettes. I haven't smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, weed is good. Weed is good, especially if you make it in a tea, because smoking is not good for your lungs. Even though I may not be the person to say that, Do as I say, but don't do as I do. But making a tea with it is much better on your
You're a
system,
smoker?
or eating it as an edible. Yeah, it's
You're a
better.
smoker, Mrs.
But
Sabi?
I like this. Huh?
I said, you're a smoker, Mrs. Sabi?
Yes, I do smoke weed.
Oh, welcome to the gang. I'm a
Welcome to
smoker
the game.
too.
You're welcome to the game. I've been smoking it before you were born.
Oh.
So yeah. So but you just have to be very careful, because now, as soon as those colonialists or the children of the colonialists take over, they're gonna put some poison in there first. So try to do natural. The ones with
Yeah.
the seeds in it and stuff. Yes. And it's so unfair that all those folks being locked up for like a roach or a joint or something,
They need to
and
let them
now
all
they can
go.
sell weed and make. They should just let them out. For
Let them
smoking a
out.
joint, for having a
They
weed in your
they
purse,
started though. They started
they
letting
should
some
jail.
people out. Some people, that was because of this is all politics now. I don't want to get into the politics right now. This is health is wealth right now. But there's a lot of politics, and they starting to let
Yeah.
some people out. They starting to let people out. They starting to know
Well, that is good, because it is something that's the real green tea. That's the real green tea.
yes. I'm about to get a bell because of you. Because of you, Mrs. Sabi, I'm gonna get a bell. So like when somebody says something real good, I can hit it like bang, bang, and I can hit
Yes.
I'm gonna get a bell because of you. And I hope you come back on the show again, to be honest, because
Oh, there's so
um
much to talk about.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
yeah, even though, yeah, you may think that I thought that I didn't like to talk, but now I have something to talk about. There you go. So we should definitely do this again, so we can have some more information to help more of our folks be healthy.
Could you do one more? I want you to tell people where to find you again. Phone numbers you got to repeat. I want everybody to kind of like, you know what I mean? So just in case they didn't hear it, and
Okay.
just and repeat all that, your information, how to find you, and
Yeah.
what your
I
daughter's
will text it
doing.
to you afterwards too.
Okay, and text
So
it to
if
me
you
too.
want to
I'll
get
put it
in
on my
touch with
page.
me to have personal consultation, you can call 305-778-0986.
Y'all hear that, people?
305-778-0986. Now, if you want to go to my website, it's my daughter's website. You'll go to
Same thing.
nextgenherbalproducts.com. NEXTGEN herbalproducts.com, or you can go to my main distributor, which is internationalherbalproducts.com. International for short, just INTL herbalproducts.com, and we will
Make
be
sure you
happy to
send me
help
all of
you.
that stuff. You hear me,
Say
Mr.
that
Sabi?
again.
Make sure you send me all of that stuff. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try my best to keep in touch with you because I need to learn. I need to learn more as much as I can as possible. You know what I mean?
We
Yeah,
all
I want
need
to learn as
to.
much as
Yeah,
possible.
this is not. As I see some folks with their negative attitude, healing is not a competition. It's
That's
either
right.
you're healing or you're not. You,
That's
you
right.
understand? So why would you be all upset because someone else is doing it as well? So heal. That's the bottom
Yeah.
line. Heal. It's not a competition. It
It
is
should
about
be. It should be
choosing
a
to do
love.
right.
To be honest, you should. To be honest, you should love to heal. It
I
should
think
be a love.
everybody, well, remember what I talked about the food before, to have you disconnected. The most, you know why uh, the African diaspora, especially, we cannot get connected because of the toxins that we eat, especially starch. If you want to separate minerals, drop some carbon dioxide, or no, drop some carbonic acid into a substance that has mineral, that is loaded with minerals, and you will see the minerals separating. That is what they have done to us through the opioids that they give us as food. We can't come together. We can't, if we see
Mm.
something that would actually help you, if you hear something that's going to benefit you because of those chemicals, we would not even recognize it. We prefer to stay on the side of death, which most of us, a lot of us are, not most, because people are being opening their eyes now. Not everybody is going to wake up at the same time, but we are waking up to the things that we should be doing to benefit us and our family, to
Very
keep you
true.
healthy.
I see, cause when I talk to people sometimes, and I don't want to be mean, like you could just look at the person and see that their body is unhealthy. You know, like when you have that knowledge now and you know what's going on, and you can see,
Yeah.
I can just look at somebody and know what you're eating, know how you're eating, know you're eating bad, and the list goes on. I can just look at you, be like, hey, I know what you're doing. And then when you try to tell them, they take it as an insult because it's the truth. And I'm like, yo, listen, man, you don't have to be that big, or you don't have to feel like that. You
Your
don't have to
body,
feel like that.
yeah, the body is already on the side of death, and they would
And,
negate
and they take it as an insult.
something to help, other than take the advice and do it.
Yeah, and like sometimes when I tell people, like I'll make a comment. There's a comment that I like saying a lot. I'll be like, yo, I said I got my high school weight. When I was in high school, I was 5'9", 5'10". I weighed 130, 35 pounds. I'm
Perfect weight.
5'11", 152 pounds. Let me like gain 15 pounds. I'm happy. And then it's like, and I see people that go to the gym. You want to look like me. You don't go to. I don't. People don't go to the gym to gain weight, like bad weight. You go to the gym to slim down and be fit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which one is it? So I'm gonna stick to Dr. Sabi. I'm gonna stick to Mrs. Dr. Sabi. I'm gonna follow you, and that's all I know is more important than anything. Health is wealth.
Well, yes, exactly. Thank you so much, and definitely, you are going to benefit from it. Not just you, your family, your community, and so on.
Yes, yes, because I spread the word. Me doing this show with you and this talk right here, people's gonna. I said something to myself about that. I said, "Wow." I said, "You must be on the right path of your health and your eating because now you're talking to Dr. Sabi's wife." I used to want to talk to your husband so bad. I couldn't wait till the day I meet him or even just say anything to him. But I got a chance to talk to his wife, and I'm happy about that. It was highly appreciated. I mean, just talking to you, I really appreciate that you gave me this opportunity to talk to you. I'm
Thank
not
you. I
I'm not gonna
appreciate
lie.
you. Yeah, I
I'm not gonna
appreciate you
lie.
too. I appreciate you very much, and I'm glad at least that you are on the side of health. It is a great journey. You
It's a
you
great
you,
journey.
you can't go wrong at all. I tell you, as you grow older, you just feel like almost childlike. Well, once a man, twice a child, but I feel childlike as well. So yeah, so it's a wonderful journey of health, and we should all do it. I
You
think that
glowing,
we
yo,
are.
you glowing,
Yeah.
Mrs. Baby. You glowing though. Your skin, you glowing like you on your whole
Well,
aura.
thank you. So now I'm going to tell you the secret of that. You have to increase your water intake. You have to get some
Mm,
spring water, and you need a gallon of spring water per day. Because when rain falls, right? When it's done, the place looks so pretty and bright.
yes.
Well, you're doing the same thing with your body. Drink water, but it has to be a natural spring water, not distilled, not purified, not smart water, not none of that stuff. Just get a natural spring water. As a matter of fact, when I'm in the US, I buy Fiji water. I know it's advertisement, but hey, I like the water.
Okay, Fiji water's okay.
Yeah, I tested it too. I drink this.
Y'all hear
So
that,
I
folks? Fiji
I
water's
buy.
okay, folks.
Yeah, it's a natural spring water, and it's good. And I buy it by the case, so therefore, it will cost a little bit less. We
Okay.
like to complain about the cost or whatever, but I'd rather pay with with paper than to pay with a pound of my flesh or 2 pounds of my flesh.
What other natural spring water you drink besides Fiji that's okay for the people?
If I can get Fiji, I will use there's one they call Panna in a glass bottle I like as well.
Panna?
Yeah, Panna. There's
Panna.
Panna water. When I'm
Okay.
in the Caribbean, I drink Mount Pure or I drink Caribbean Springs. And so just look for a good tasting spring water, and you can buy a tester if you want. If you're doubtful about if your water is alkaline or not, you can buy these little pH balance strips, and you can place it in the water, and it will tell you if it's alkaline or not. So
What
far,
about that thing when they tell you cut a half a key lime and throw it in a bottle and throw it in a gallon of spring water? Is that a good
it's
thing?
good, but spring water is already good by itself. You
Okay,
understand?
so you don't have to
You
put the
could
key
take
lime.
you could take the key lime and make some juice, or put it in the sea moss. It won't taste so fishy.
Got it.
Use some of that. So but spring water on its own is good. Just like sea moss on its own is good. You don't have to add anything to it. It's just really great.
Cause that sea moss is my. I took sea moss one day without eating. I just took sea moss and I was fine. I was fine for about 4 hours of hard work, no problem.
I'm gonna show you. This is we call this mineral locks. It is sea moss tablets. You can get it from internationalherbalproducts.com.
Send me all those links. I want all those links. Don't forget me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. This is I'm losing. I'm being I can't do the camera thing this way.
I see it though. And everybody hear you.
And it actually is our sea moss bladderwrack mix, and you can get. I just go online and you'll get it, and it's very good. Since I never have time to make smoothies, I will just take like 6 of these in the morning. 3 is the dose. Yeah, I overdose on everything I do, so I'll know exactly what it does. That's why I can tell you from my heart what it does.
You take 6?
Yes.
I'm like half of you.
You can take because the more minerals you take, is better you feel. But but a dosage is like 3 of them is good, so you can get that.
And sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be like slacking. Like I will go like a month. I don't take it. But I'm fine. Like I feel great. Like
you better take that sea moss, because that is your 92 minerals in there. That's gonna keep you healthy.
It makes me move my bowels a lot too. Like when I take it.
Well, okay, let's address that. So even if you move your bowels, do you want all that stuff that's coming out of you? You want to put it back inside?
No.
Think. Well, that's what I'm talking about. So it is moving waste out of your system.
Yeah, because every time I take it, kind of like once I take it, it really makes me go. It makes me go.
And possibly it's trying to take out some of the toxins you put in there. Especially if you eat something not alkaline, it will try to take it out immediately.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's where it's at.
Because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. Let me put it like that. I'm not perfect. Like
none of us are. When I go to Trinidad, I'm a Trinidadian. I'm gonna have a roti and chana with hot pepper and tamarind sauce at the airport. But that's like maybe once a year I do that.
Okay.
So it's not so. I'm not using it for nourishment. So, but yeah, I will definitely eat a wheat roti with the chana and plenty pepper in there.
And I've been paying for it. Like if I do something like it was about 2 months ago, I had some ice cream. Yeah.
Let me tell you, ice cream will make you scream. It will make you scream. I can tell you that.
I couldn't believe it because I changed my body, so I haven't eaten it in a long time. I don't drink milk. I don't do that, and but the craving was there. I had the craving. I ate it before, so I'm like, you know what? I'm like, ice cream ain't gonna bother me one time. I mean, one time it's not gonna bother me. Yo, I ate it. Yo, my body must have been talking. Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, we haven't.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? What's going on here? Like, my body.
Exactly. Man, you can't eat that stuff anymore.
I can't eat it. I have to make my own ice cream.
Yeah, you make a nice cream.
I have to make an ice cream now because my body is telling me like, you changed me. Like, you changed me.
You can make a Sebi'S ice cream. Just put a little bit more sweetener and a little bit more fruit or berries in there. And
I've seen the recipe for that. I seen the recipe.
Pudding cups with the Sebi'S. And then when you eat a snack in the middle of the night, you are actually nourishing your body. You see?
What do you think about like one time I bought a big jug. It had peanuts in it, walnuts in it, almonds in it. It had a bunch of nuts in it. I ate the whole thing.
Not all nuts are natural, especially peanuts. It's dangerous. It astringes your respiratory system.
Okay.
Some folks are so allergic that you could just die. It closes up your respiratory. So do not
I ate the whole
stay
thing.
away from peanuts. It's a legume.
Well, walnuts, almonds.
Hmm?
Walnut. It had walnuts and then almonds. It had
walnuts are good. Brazil nuts are good. Some folks are allergic to almonds, but that's okay. Hemp seeds are like one of the best. You can make hemp seed milk. You can make hemp seed cheese to stay away from that dairy, you know?
I cheat on the cheese. I'm not gonna lie. I cheat on the cheese a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now, and you better believe it. Cheese is worse than meat, and you know meat is bad.
Wow.
Egg, milk, cheese, and butter. Look, when I was younger, I used to drive these old cars because that's what I could afford, right? So when your radiator have a hole in it, all you have to do is to bust an egg down in there. It clogs up all the holes in your radiator, and you can drive around a bit until you make enough money to buy a new one or have enough money to pay your mechanic to fix it.
Wow.
Well, it is the same thing egg does in the body. It clogs it. It will clog you up. Egg is not a food, and you know God didn't make no damn chicken anyway. It is an artificial.
It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid.
Yeah, or cloned because he made we have feathered birds, but not a fowl. You will only find a fowl in somebody's farm being mistreated, or in some West Indians yard. You know, they call yard fowl. It is all garbage.
What is the chicken bred from again? I forgot. I forgot what they said.
Some feathered bird, but I mean,
a fowl? Was it a fowl and a pheasant or something? I forgot.
Maybe a pheasant from the an African wild bird. A pheasant.
It was a pheasant.
It could be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Not a natural animal.
Yeah, but in any case, we should not be eating dead things.
But you know what's so bad about it? Like, you know, when they used to say that word, like practice, you are what you eat, right? Yeah. When I used to eat pork and beef, right? I'm skinny, but I had a gut. I had a gut, right? So that's what. And then I stopped eating pork and beef. When I stopped eating pork and beef, and I was eating chicken, my body slimmed down. I'm like, wow. Yeah. I started realizing you are what you eat. I stopped eating chicken and I slimmed down even more. Yeah. I started down too. So I realized that concept when they say you are what you eat is true.
Yes.
Very true. You eat pig, you beat pig. You eat cow, you beat cow. You eat chicken, you beat chicken.
Yeah.
You'll be a skinny, because you know a chicken is skinny. They got skinny leg but a big stomach.
Yeah, you see, that's because they're using their body as a coffin.
That's right.
They stuff the dead in there. And so why are you burying the dead in your body?
The chicken does eat like that. The chicken does eat anything. The chicken eats anything. When I was in Haiti, when I first started going, that's why I learned about the chicken when I went to Haiti, because my grandmother would make me go feed the chickens. And I would just throw anything to them and they'd eat anything in sight. I watched the chickens eat anything.
Well, that's how come I stopped eating meat anyway, because I watched my grandmother making you know that thing they call blood pudding, where they
I
take the
never had
colon
that.
of
I
the
heard about it.
animal.
I heard
They
about it. Never had it.
they take the colon of the animal and stuff it with blood and bread and seasonings, and then they stuff the colon back, the animal colon with it. And I knew that I would never put that in my mouth. It was just too gross. Or
Are
the
you an
fact that I
animal?
was
Are
just
you an
playing with
animal lover?
Betsy in the yard, and then on Sunday they have it on the table.
Are
No,
you an
thank
animal lover?
you. Huh?
Are you an animal lover?
Well, I won't keep them, but I won't
No, get away
harm
from
them
that, bro.
either. Yeah, I won't keep them, but I won't harm them either.
Yeah, I'm an animal
Yeah,
lover.
I
Like
am.
I'm in love with them.
Okay. Well, yeah, I love them, but right where they are, you know, it, it, I think I'm such a big animal. Trying to take care of me is hard enough, much less to house another animal, and to take care of this animal also. I've got stuff to do. So yeah, I love them right where they are.
Right where they are. I
Yeah.
understand. And I'll be the type that like you see how y'all had the big Honduras, the big village and the big that. I'd probably be loaded with animals too at the same time all over the
Well,
place.
you see, when you're thinking about healing now, you have to be very careful about cross contamination. So that's one of the reasons.
Ah, I like
You can't be making herbs and then a dog here with all those how you call it all that bacteria and stuff on that here, and then it goes into your pot. No.
wow. Okay.
So and chickens and feathered birds carry a kind of lice as well. So you don't really need them close to, especially what I'm doing then. I can't have cross contamination. So that's the only reason. Like I said, I love them right where they are.
Do you have a new location forming now, right?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
That's why I only do online right now, but I'm working on it.
I'm coming. Once you get your place, I'm coming.
Well, definitely you'll be in touch so we can invite all the folks and stuff and we can do that. It's so
I'm
good.
coming. I'm gonna be in touch. Like I'm you know what I mean? Like once I get the website and all that, I'm here, man. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to work. I'm ready. This is what I do. This is you know what I mean? Dr. Sabi I call him a healing God.
I know. And
Yeah.
then and that's why nobody heard about me before, because I thought he was excellent. He did all of the promoting, and he can talk well. That's what I've left him 3 times in my life already. The last time I didn't go back, but yeah, he can talk. He has the gift of gab. I remember one time when I had left him the second time, he came and I
Why
used
did you leave
to
him the
have.
first time?
It is still. I just think no. I couldn't do it because I caught him in a couple of lies, personal lies. You know how they do. So anyway, so when I left him, I even though I was still doing I used to sell my herbs out of my car trunk. I would still make herbs and sell, and um and I went and I play music. I'm from Trinidad, so I play steel drums. So my sisters and I had a little sakosa. We used to play in our a little band, and he came on stage one time and he said, "The only stage I need to be on is the stage for Africa." I said, "Well, shit. How can I argue with that?" I thought he has the gift of God, so I went back again, and then he started doing the same nonsense again. So I said, "You know what? I don't need this in my life." Yeah, because the more you are in tune with your body, you can actually I could smell somebody else on him. You understand?
Wow.
So I just yeah, it was over.
I'm saying, men
And
are
I
men
think
are
that
men.
really, yeah, I think that really got him.
We are men.
Yeah, but you can't tell me that, okay, you should be more conscious about, you know, things like diseases and stuff. I know we can cure, but prevention is surely better than a cure.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, you can't come by smelling like other people, and you no, you cannot touch me. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are.
I agree. As a
That might,
woman who stands for cleanness and health is wealth, you should not stand for that if you don't feel
yeah.
safe. If you don't feel safe,
No, I didn't feel safe, and I felt that the relationship was being compromised because and this is what led to, I think this is part of what led to his demise, because now you're believing in all those Spanish people.
what Spanish people?
That was Spanish brothers and sisters, I tell you. Yes, he did.
um,
Yes.
like you mean like for example like the stuff that like the Mexico thing when they got him at the airport, you feel like that was a setup from the Spanish people. That's what you basically say.
Yes, yes, yes. All was a setup. He couldn't even get any herbs to even use,
Into the jail,
and
you couldn't get no
he's
herbs
not
into the
used
jail. I
to.
heard.
No, you can't carry anything in there. So, and then the dirty conditions of these third world country, as they call them, third world country. I don't see why. Their
And
slaves
he's a
are
very
just
clean man. He's a very clean man, and putting him in
yes,
that dirty condition is not a good. It's not a good thing for him. You know, because he
exactly.
comes from
So
a clean. He
I
comes
know
from a
that
very clean
was
environment.
the beginning of his demise, but it's yeah, it was also because he just didn't respect. I just find I was being disrespected, and I just felt like I didn't want to feel like that anymore. So
What happened to the
I said we
What
can do
happened to the
business, but
Spanish guy
that's
that
it.
got arrested with him? What happened to the Mexican?
Say
I
that
don't know what
again.
he was. The Spanish,
Yeah,
huh?
well, they're the ones who own my office now. They're the ones I have in court.
Oh my
Him and
God!
him and my babysitter, who used to be Zabe's babysitter,
They're the one that's
and
doing. They're the one that's doing
he
something now.
yeah, and he used to bottle my herbs, seal and label, and ship my products. He don't know what's
What
in
about
those
Kofi?
bottles. He does
What
not
about Kofi?
know.
What is he?
Huh?
Kofi, Kofi. What is he?
I don't know. It's a whole lot of folks showing up.
Because I see
All
he's on Ursha. He's a Jamaican guy with dreads. You know, I'm friends with him on
yeah.
Facebook. I don't have no
Okay.
problem. He's pretty cool. Like everything is
Yeah.
cool, but I just want to know.
Look, as long as your healing is good. But
Yeah,
that
he
does
looks like
not
he's
mean,
healing.
yeah,
He's
I
healing.
don't, yeah. What I'm upset about is that the fact that they took over, they took my office, and then they're using my husband's picture and his name to sell the products that they're making. It's not our products. Not even from
Wow.
it is not even the products from his previous wife, who I would trust above theirs any day. So it's not our products they're selling. They're just using his name and picture to do that. And so that's why I will still have them in court and stuff. I don't care. Maybe you show them
What
to
about his
make a
son?
product, but it's
What about little Sabi, the one that looks like him, little young guy? He looks like he's about 19, 20
yeah.
years
I
old.
only know he's probably like 17.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
tried
when
to
I
get an
left.
interview with him one
That's
time.
when
He
I
said
left him the
yes.
second time.
Huh?
That's when I left him the second time.
Is it okay? I don't listen. I don't want to blow Dr. Sabi up. I love the guy. I kind of live like him, so I can't say nothing bad about the man because I was like him when it comes to women. I was like him. Yes, I was like him.
Yeah,
So
but when you find a good woman, you know what I
no,
mean?
I was like him.
You
I was
have
like
all
him.
your
I had good women.
support and everything, right?
I messed that
You're
up
gonna
too.
compromise your family, you're gonna compromise your race, you're gonna compromise everything. No,
I
something
did
is
that.
wrong with that picture. So you
Something
was
is wrong
losing
with
your
us.
mind.
Something is wrong with us.
Exactly.
When we do
And I'm
that,
not
we
going to
have a
stand
good
for
woman.
that.
Yes, when we have a good woman and we do the stuff like that and she's there for us and so on. Yes, I must admit that's a big mistake. Big, big, big,
Yes,
big,
it
big, big.
was. And as soon as he left, then that was the beginning of his demise. He fainted on
Okay.
stage. He just was not looking well again. And sometimes I feel like if I should have been a more mature woman, and and put up a little bit more with this disrespect, which I don't think I can. I'm from the islands. It's either you do good or I bust your head or something. I'm not dealing with that kind of. I'm not doing that. I'm, Western women is like different. It's a different mentality. You cannot be bad. You cannot be doing bad things and expect to just get away like that. You're gonna get your ass cut at some point.
That's true. You love women, man. You know what I mean? We love them. We love them. Some men love women, man.
Well, I can say I'm a woman who love men too, but that does not mean that I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna just walk down the road and every time you make a mistake, I said, well, it seemed like it's good, so let me do that too. Oh God, I forgot
You're
I'm
right.
alive. Let me stop. Anyway, I love my husband.
This is We in the World TV. You talking to Ralph the Mouth, and this is what we do. Like, I call it a talk show. I don't do interviews. I don't ask questions. I want to talk. I just want to talk, and because it's better that way. I don't want that scripted stuff, and like what I mean, like Hollywood. I'm not into the Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
I want to talk like a human being, and two people. We talk, and you tell the people the truth, and I tell the people the truth, or you tell people how you feel, and I tell people how to feel, and that's it.
I agree because I don't do scripts and stuff like some people try to give me like I do have someone who sets up my speeches when you call that number, the 305 number, and he would give me a script or so, but I will often go off script because I cannot, he will give me like points to talk about, but I just talk, it's all in my head. I can't follow.
That's right. Right. It's all in my head. I can't. They do. You see this show right here? My manager, right? When I'm talking to my manager, he's like, "Oh, what's the questions you got?" Look, the questions is all here for you. I didn't even.
I often have some of those.
Like they want me to go like this. Look, Mrs. Sabi, what do you want to do? Hey, Mrs. Sabi, where you from? Where you from? What high school?
Sure in the conversation we'll find out all of that. But you can't be. It's too rigid. It's like it's really like a colonial way of doing things. If you can't speak from your head, speak from your mind, then why are you talking then?
That's right.
You've got to know this. You've got to know this from inside.
From
this
inside.
is not something because I didn't learn this in a school. This is empirical evidence that's passed down from one generation to the next. How come when you look at birds fly, they all fly together? Nobody went to a college or university to learn that. It is a vibration. Right. But we have lost that vibration because of the amount of uric acid and plastic that we're eating. Taking our children to be rewarded by Murder King and Macdet. And you know what I call them? KFC. I call them the killing freaking communities.
The killing freaking communities. You hear that? KFC
yes,
is a killing
I would like to use the other F word too, but that's what they are.
Let me tell you something.
And
you see what you just said? It's like the world we live in, right? If the government was to shut down right now, people would die of starvation because they wouldn't know how to eat without the government feeding them. Huh. You understand what I'm saying? People would die of starvation because they wouldn't have somebody feeding them. Like we don't plant anymore. We don't hunt, like even though it's not good to eat meat, but you still don't hunt anymore. You got to go to a grocery store and get a fruit.
You mean at the supermarket where everything in there keep you in the super? Yes,
yeah,
it is a supermarket.
Everything is at the supermarket. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't grow our own. Like there's places in America you can't even grow your own garden in the front yard of your house.
No, yeah, it's not something, but in the islands you can.
Like you actually
grow
can't
your
grow
own food in the islands.
You can't grow a certain garden in the front of your house. You can't, like there's certain parts in the USA, you can't actually put a big bucket of water outside and collect rainwater.
No, you can't.
That's the law. Yes, this is true.
they may have a point now because they're spraying all that stuff, so you may
Okay.
gather toxins in that water.
Mm-hmm.
But you can at least collect it to water your plants or something. Like I said, plants has the ability to reverse toxins into digestible substances. So yeah, so we got to stop that.
I'm I'm so, I'm so happy I stopped eating meat.
Me too. It is
Yeah,
a
but
good feeling.
look when you started it though. I've been on
It's
this.
a good.
I'm not even 2 years. January making it 2 years for me.
Okay, well, don't worry, you got 55 more to go.
If I make it right.
Yeah. No, don't
Um,
say if you can. I think we would live longer if we stop eating those things that's killing us.
I wouldn't mind to live as long as I can. I'm not against that.
Listen, when you die, you don't die from the disease that they say you have, You die from the lack of delivering oxygen to your body, and you're not there.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Your camera is off.
I know I just did that. My fault. Because I was looking at something.
Okay.
I didn't want him to see my face.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
That's
So,
why I
yeah.
like. That's why I like the StreamYard. But go ahead, talk.
Oh, okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, you die from lack of oxygen. Basically, I did develop a nutritional guide. It is the same nutritional guide that's all over the internet now. It used to be a do's and don'ts, and I took away the don'ts because people trick me. So they said, "Well, I saw it on the list, so you want it." So they saw it on the list. They want to eat chicken. No,
The list
it's
changed a lot, a little bit.
yes,
I'm not gonna
yes.
lie. The list changed a little bit
Well,
even after he passed.
listen, it will even change some more. What it is, it's more like a transitional list.
Okay.
Because your real food is oxygen. Without that, we will die. Oxygen, sunlight, water, herbs, and fruit. That's the food group. Basically, it's
Almond milk
usually,
good?
huh?
Is almond milk good?
It contains a little cyanide in it, that they say, and some folks are allergic. But but that milk is better than if you were to use cow's milk.
Cow milk. Because
Yeah.
I eat in the morning. I eat almond milk and raisin bran.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Well, now you're gonna make your own bread now. So you're gonna make some spelt bread with raisins in it.
Because I don't know how to do that yet. You have to teach me.
You would. I would not have the time. You think when those people want their herbs, you think I could stop? Well, while you're sleeping, I'm making herbs because people need their herbs. I can't stop.
You
So
said
that
while
is
I'm
why
sleeping,
I would take my herbs in place of food. Actually, I haven't even had my breakfast yet for the day. Oh,
you didn't
and
have
it's
breakfast today?
nighttime. No, I had about six SMX Electra, the my CMOS tablets. The I call them SMX Electra Mineral Locks or CMOS and Bladderwrack pills. It's the same thing. And then I took my Viento, which now has changed to Oxymax and Revive. I took like six of those. So and I had a lot of water. I had about maybe about 8 or 9 bottles of this already. The
Wow.
so I'm not really hungry, but I didn't eat anything today. So maybe I'll just eat tomorrow because it's already late.
When do you stop eating at night?
Well, if I had something conscious there, like Seymour's ice cream or something, that's what I feel like eating. But I don't have
And you make
any.
your own ice cream though, right?
Huh?
You make your own ice cream, right?
Yeah, it's not an ice cream really. It's a nice cream. It's nice cream, not ice cream. Ice cream will make you spit.
Do you have a cookbook?
No, I wish I could find the time to sit down and do that. But imagine I start answering the phone at 3 a.m. in the morning. And by like right now, I go to sleep early. So then I wake up in a few hours, and then we have to make herbs, and then it starts all over again every day. And people are upset when I don't answer them on Sundays, on Saturdays and Sundays. They get upset. When I'm still working, I just can't sit on the phone and talk to you while I'm working.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah, because we don't buy our stuff from anywhere. We have to make it ourselves, you know?
And your daughter's in that, and all you and your daughter working together.
Yeah, we work in I thought
And your
she was
sister.
yeah, she since I didn't send her to school, she's been curing diseases since she was 7 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
But our compounds remain constant. It's no change. We make the same products for quality
You're
control.
you're done with Ursha village. You're not dealing with that into the court stuff and all that.
Yes, and yeah, I just think it's so volatile, so I didn't really care to go back to Honduras, but I am looking in the islands for thermal water.
What about the other family members and the other kids and all that? How was that? How is that going?
Well, I know from his first wife, I don't like to call people stepchildren, but Jamala, she works with my daughter Sabi, and that's from his first wife.
Okay.
And yeah, from Ma'a, which was his second wife, Usha used to work with Zave, but I think that she sided with her mother and said some stuff, and I don't think she works with Zave anymore. So everybody sides with their mom.
What
So
about
you
that
can't blame her.
grandson that went to Hot 97 and he said all that? And who is that?
Which one? A grandson?
Yeah, he's in my inbox sometimes. I don't know his name, but his last name is Bowman. He says
Isaiah.
he says he's the first. He says he's the first son of Dr. Sabi.
No, that must be Alfredo then. Yes, Alfredo
Alfredo.
makes herbs. Yeah, he makes some herbs. Yeah, he
And
makes
I
some
wanted to
herbs.
interview him. I asked him. He said yes, and he just never came back.
Well, but he makes herbs, and like I said, his second wife also, had have the fig tree, and she makes herbs as well. So
Okay.
it's all good because it is about healing. I don't know why they think it's a competition, or if I'm walking around with this legacy in my pocket. No, I'm not. Make the damn herbs so people could be well. Do you think I want to do this all by myself? No. Make the herbs, answer the damn phone when people call,
My
and you'll be
opinion.
doing just fine.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
And I want to say this to the Dr. Sabi family, the wives, the kids, everybody. My opinion, outside looking in, talking to for some people, we rather y'all come together. All right, we rather y'all come together. We rather y'all be one big happy family healing the world.
We have
If
been,
it's up
well,
to
trust
us,
me,
if it's up to us,
my daughter and I has been trying. She has made, when she first moved to Atlanta, she made the Usha Healing Family.
okay,
And I don't know what it is. It's just because I think because of the compounds that we make, it has improved so much that most of the time people would come and buy, you know, our products, and I don't think they like that very much. But I would think that you can improve your products as well, and I don't mind telling them what to, giving them an idea and stuff, what to do, because it is about healing folks. I cannot do this on my own.
that's right.
This is an entire healing family. Nobody has that information out there. Yes, you do know about some herbs, like people say, oh, you can use this herb for cancer, you can use that. Yeah, you can, but in order to remove disease from the body, you must do an intracellular uh, chelation. You must clean the body, not just the colon, but from the cellular level, removing all that debris that has accumulated, and simultaneously you have to replace the minerals that's deficient. There is no other way you can. Yes, you will take an herb and you will feel good, but have you removed the disease?
And to be
So,
honest,
yeah.
that's my next step of cleaning. I went to transition of vegan. I'm not eating this. I'm eating alkaline. You know what I mean? I'm like 60% alkaline, 40% and whatever. So
You
that's
can, since you're on the East Coast now, you can go to nextgenherbalproducts.com, which is my daughter is right in Atlanta, and you can get a small detox, because if you're not diagnosed with anything, you can buy a starter package, which will give you a detox and a couple builders, and you don't have to wait to see if this thing works. And within 3 days, you'll know for a fact you're taking something.
yeah, because I don't have
Sometimes
nothing. I don't have nothing. I
within
don't have high
24
blood
hours.
pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetes. I don't have nothing. I'm straight.
That's because you stop eating the foods that those folks eat that give them that stuff.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
Yeah,
I have
so
no.
that's good.
The problem I
So,
have is these right here. I can't see. I can't.
well, we need to clean. We need to clean the wall of the colon some more, and also your optic nerve, your brain and central nerve, and it will come back.
Thank you. But the show we did great today. I didn't even know I was gonna do this long with you. Um
And me neither, because
you
you
said
talk
that to
about
me on the
something
phone.
in the
Remember
morning.
you said that to me on the phone?
I'm
I'm like,
already
yeah.
sleepy. Yeah.
I said that to you on the phone. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I usually do it for like 2 hours. He's like, well, I'll stay on as long as you're interesting. That's what you said to me.
Yes. Yeah, of course. This information, people really do need to know what the
Yes,
information is. It's
yes.
not about it's only about healing, period. It's about healing, and you can heal yourself. It doesn't matter what the disease is. The only disease I've not come across is leprosy. But everything else, look at, okay, AIDS. AIDS is just, okay, it's acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So, what did the immune system acquire for it to become deficient? You see how
Mm,
they give us these big words and stuff, and make it sound so complicated. Look, you know what the immune system has acquired? The same damn mucus and inflammation that begins to break the immune system down. And when we remove the same mucus and inflammation from your skin, your blood, and your lymphatic system, which makes up your immunological system, there goes the AIDS.
because I remember when Dr. Sabi said that, he said all the diseases are the same. And he's like, cancer is just like one big ball of dirt. Like it's like a big ball of buildup. He's like every
Of
one of
buildup of dead cells and
like
etc.
every cancer is the same. It's like if you get lung cancer, it's just a buildup of in the lung. If you get, throat cancer, it's just the buildup in the throat. If you get,
Yes,
you know
we
what
know
I mean?
because it's the same medicine we use for the same cancer. I mean,
Yes,
for different cancers, it's the same medicine we use by breaking the calcification up, removing that inflammation, that bed that cause your cells in your body to behave abnormally. So you would find abnormal growth because the environment of the body is causing the cells to behave like that. Once you remove the environment, you break up the calcification, purify the blood, strengthen your lymphatics, your skin, nourish your brain and central nerve, and so it goes throughout the body. You would find that you begin to recover.
that's right. I recovered. I recovered and I wasn't sick
Imagine.
because
So
because I never
yeah,
had a disease or nothing. But when I stopped, my energy went up and I was like, wow,
yeah.
I feel better. I was like,
See how
wow,
you?
and
Yes.
everything, my skin was fine, but my skin glow a little bit better. Like everything, like I had eczema on my arm, it disappeared. I had eczema on my neck, it just left.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what
So
happens.
I
It
understand.
cleans up your whole body.
Yes, it's a
Yeah, your
fact.
whole body feels good.
Good.
You just
Feels
feel
good.
so childlike and energetic. You feel like you can jump out of yourself sometimes.
I know men my age, man. I know men my age, and I'm not blowing up nobody. I'm not trying to be mean. They got problems, and they got physical.
Yeah.
I'm like the wrong physical problems.
Yes, yes. And I know people my age, they're walking with sticks. They got pain.
They're walking with sticks and pains. They
Yeah.
knee pains, back pains, and they have all types
Yeah.
of pains.
Yeah. And the only reason you have pain is because inflammation is present. If there is no inflammation, there would be no pain. You have to remove the inflammation. And what caused the inflammation to go there? The same things we eat, the rotting flesh.
I know it's not nothing to brag about, but I still like crack my knuckles. Like, look what I do. Like, you see them? You see the camera? Like, my joint is fine. Like, you see what I can do with my joint?
Yeah, that's CMOS for you.
Yeah, look what I can do with my joint. So it's like I still crack my knuckle. I don't feel the pain like my age group is feeling. The 40s and up, damn near 50s and the upper. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, I got this pain." I'll be like I don't got that. Like, I don't got that. They're like, "Oh, I'm like, I don't know about that."
Yeah,
I have certain problems. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to go through nothing, but I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But it was great talking to you, love. We got to do this again. We definitely have to do this again. Please.
Definitely. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Because there's so much.
And my slogan is "We in the world." Did you say that for me one time? We in the world.
We in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'm out.
We in the world. Mrs. Dr. Sabi, man, on the Ralph the Mouth show, man. I mean, on the We in the World TV. Ralph the Mouth is the host. Thank you.
I love you. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Okay, so we'll talk.